It is Saturday. We are just checking out of the hotel. It's 9:30 on the dot. It is 75 degrees and we're about 20 minutes north of Herbert right now, so we're just gonna go drive over to Herbert. So Herbert is down a dirt road. Very, very rural out here, but you know, that's where we're going. And there he is. All right, so after 2 years of sitting, here's the old Herbert. So we've already gone through it a little bit. If you recognize this boat, this is the boat that started my channel. And this is the boat that turned into that boat. To be completely honest, after spending 3 years out in a field, it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So let's hop into the boat and see what we got. Okay. Oof. All right. Now, console here, definitely a little sunburnt, but it's not that bad. These ropes here, originally, this is what held the tarp up, but the tarp is so disintegrated that it's gone. But yeah. I mean, a lot of this stuff's designed to be in the sun a lot, so it's not that bad. The cover stayed on the radio, so the radio's still good. Cup holder. Right as we got to the back, the stern, to rebuild all the decking here, that's when COVID happened. So all of this has been out to the elements for 3 years. Let's go see how bad it is. There are bugs everywhere. There are bugs everywhere, man. So leaving your engine outside for a couple of years is not ideal, but honestly, there's minimal rust. It's not bad. It might need a few new hoses or something, but it's pretty good to go. But realistically, a little bit of sanding and another coat of resin just to reseal everything, and it'd be good to go again. The transom's fine. I don't see no soft spots in the transom. The stringers are fine. So let's check out the inside and see how that's going. Now, the inside was never very nice, and it still is not very nice. Well, there have been a lot of mice. There's definitely been a lot of mice that have been living in here. In my last video when we installed this, that is perfect, man. This is in here. So everything we did is still here, and it's good. It's happy. So the interior, as far as what we completed, is perfect. It's just everything else that needs some help. In these blue bins, this is all the fiberglassing equipment. So this is all the stuff to finish the boat. And how many things have moved in? There's literally a bird's nest. Is it empty? It's empty. There's a used bird's nest. There's nothing in it, but there's a bird's nest in the galley, or what was the galley. But yeah, so this boat's actually not as bad as I've seen. I've seen way worse, I'll put it that way.
I am having to leave Herbert behind for now, but we did grab the dinghy and put it on the roof of my car so that we can hopefully use it in future videos. One thing I noticed in the 1,000-mile round trip between Reno, Tahoe, and Southern California and back is there are a lot of lakes, so I decided to bring the little boat for some adventuring along the way.
All of the previous Herbert restoration videos were done on a property near Fresno, California, and I lived in Los Angeles, California at the time. And in 2019, a friend of mine offered to let me keep Herbert on their property, which is much closer than Fresno, and it's just on the outskirts of Los Angeles, and I could just pop over there real quick and film. The problem is, right after that happened is when COVID happened. And COVID really screwed a lot of stuff up for a lot of people. Herbert's been sitting in this field basically all of COVID and kind of been very neglected. I tried to come out and put new tarps on it and keep it covered and stuff, but it just, after a while, it just was not feasible anymore. So unfortunately, I've had to more or less abandon Herbert. Not that I wanted to. I have wanted to make so much Herbert content, you guys have no idea. The problem is funding. Herbert's a very expensive boat to keep going, and I'm putting this entire channel, this entire YouTube channel is all under my own budget. And with COVID, my pockets just ran dry. At this point, I absolutely hate it. It destroys me to do this, but the truth is I have to give up on Herbert. I don't know what else to do. That doesn't mean I'm giving up on the channel. That doesn't mean that there won't be future boats. That doesn't mean that I won't keep making content. But until I can get better sponsors and better cash flow, we're gonna have to stick to the small boats because I just don't have the funding for the big ones. So unless there's a way for people to help me out with that, Herbert's gonna be for sale. And that just, it kills me a little inside, but I just don't have a better solution, guys. I'm sorry.